with that, guys, we're going to move on real quick to our regular segment that we have here on the show here, Frenchie's Corner. We're going to bring in Louis, the Frenchie Monette. How you doing, sir?
Good. We are in a new year, hoping that there's going to be a lot less depressing stuff and depressing news. But yeah, I'm ready to start the new year by talking to Schmodown. And, we talked about this a bit before. But my first question for you, my man, is, Finstock exchange was, the winner. Everyone thought they were going to dominate. Everyone thought that it was a sure thing because, hey, we got Finstock. We got the Four Horsemen. What could go wrong? Boy, did it go wrong. Now, my question to you is, could Finstock Exchange have avoided dropping from the top three? Yes or no, my man?
No.
Why?
Well, I mean, I'll start at the very beginning. We had the live match in Atlanta, and we had two faction mates going head to head there. That was a rough one. All the build up to that, the who's going to manage who, is there going to be? Their whole season. It started on such a high note with the thought. Okay, but then really it even goes back to before that. It goes to the draft night. Roka going in the fourth round and all of it all really it did. Really, it all started there. And then I think the point where it was like there's no turning back, they have absolutely no shot at all. I can't believe they made it as high as they did in the rankings, was that Atlanta match, man. That's when they showed their true colors, that there's ego and they can't do it, man.
Ego does not necessarily mean you're going to lose, right? Ego just means you need to manage, right? And they're champions. They have a lot of things of experience, and they're veterans, right? What really, I say yes. What really could have changed everything is Finstock making moves, right? Finstock really made it very one note in a sense. There's not much things that changed in the rosters. He really relied on the Four Horsemen. But if he would have shooken up, from the get-go, maybe one of the Four Horsemen did an exchange, bringing a new dynamic to take away that ego a bit, it could have changed something. But Finstock's hard-headedness, and, it was a proven thing in the past, so why not, retry it? But he could have avoided it just by taking off that ego and just put in a new dynamic. That being said, something else that could have helped is having an assistant, right? Having a second face. It didn't work for the Den, but could have worked for Finstock because there's really awkward situations. Him managing two people or him sometimes managing, and you can see things could it was awkward. He was not giving necessarily the best advice, and stepping away, pulling the strings, knowing what your team is, but sometimes putting in someone else and them managing certain matches could have definitely turned things around. But yeah, we're not going to agree on this, but he definitely had top three material, but he stayed too stagnant and he was too involved, too close into it, that it kind of backfired on him. But it could have definitely been avoided.
No. Win a goldfish here. Win a goldfish here. We're talking about Lil Bobby and the Juice, dude. Everything about Finstock is ego. There's no way it could have been set aside at any moment. And I had this whole big master plan argument written out here in front of me. I was going to put you in your place for the first time so far in Frenchie's Corner. I was going to put you in your place, dude. But I threw that out the window because now that I think about it, that draft told us every single thing we need to know. He started with that draft, drafting Roka fourth. I personally don't care what place I'm drafted in. I care of the team that I'm on. But that started trouble there. And then I'm not saying, and this doesn't take away from anyone's talent or their ability, their skill, their competitive heart, anything like that. But it's also kind of clear to me that he drafted based on who was hot at the time. based on name recognition, who was hot at the time. It's just, no, dude. I'm sorry. We're talking about Bobby Finstock here.
Yeah,
dude.
but again, to go against what you just said, he drafted Barbarian. Not much people knew what he's going to do, and he proven to be
That
a
was
solid.
my point, and nothing against the Barbarian. I'm a huge fan of his. I've rooted for him every match, and I want him to kick ass. But
all right.
He was a hot name at the time.
Take a chill pill, my J Wade. Don't blow a gasket here.
Mountain Dew does it every time, dude. You want to hear something funny? The mic wasn't on that whole time.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
So smooth.